You're listening to Bizarre Buffet, a podcast of all-you-can-eat weird. I'm your host, Mark Torriello.
I'm Jen Wilson.
And I'm Mark Bluestein.
There'll be food and drink and ghosts, and perhaps even a few murders. You're all invited.
When we first went in, one of the people said, "Who are you?" And Tex said, "I'm the devil, and I'm here to do the devil's business."
Oh yeah, everyone.
Hello.
Hey, everyone.
It's me, L. Ron Hubbard.
And me, Shelly Miscavige. I'm back.
Oh my God, Shelly, you've been looking for so long.
And I'm David Miscavige.
There you go.
I'm a suppressive person.
Oh
You are.
my God, we love it.
We love it. We were just watching some Scientology commercials.
We were.
We really were.
We stand tall with Dianetics.
We sure do.
Stand tall.
That's like the Scientology anthem.
It is.
Stand tall.
E-meter. Yeah.
Is tonight's episode about Scientology?
No, it's not. Jen asked the same
I asked
question
the
when she
same
came
thing
in.
before you got home, and he was like, "Jen, I've been watching some Scientology infomercials." I'm like, "Please don't
what
tell
we
me
do
that
here.
this is what tonight's episode is going to be about." It's
like,
okay.
I was like, this is just my own side project.
Oh, it's fine. Jerry and I like to watch documentaries about like
Jesus Camp.
Jesus Camp and
Listen,
children that get brainwashed by the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ
he's
and watch them
brainwashing.
speak in tongue. Yeah, it's like
That's so nice.
we love a good cult.
Oh my God, love a cold moment. It's just so horny.
I know, horny for the cult.
Horny for cold.
I love a good sex cult.
Oh
we
my
do.
God, what's it? Nexum?
Nexium?
Nexium.
Something sounds like a stomach medicine pill.
You take a
Nexium.
Nexium before you have cult sex.
Oh yeah.
Gets your stomach all
Oh yeah.
prepared.
Yeah, exactly. I like that. We'll go with that.
Yeah, we're gonna go with that.
Yeah, it's cute. Horny for it. How do you guys feel about skydiving? Are you open to it? Would you consider it? Or like dangerous things in general?
Well, I wouldn't discourage someone from doing it because I understand how it could change you or it's something you're passionate about. I'm definitely too chicken shit to skydive, and I'm
Same.
afraid I would die in a freak accident.
Yeah, me
Well,
too, kind of.
You have those like thrill chasers, right? Like the people that will jump out of a plane, bungee jump.
Yeah.
That like there's people who just like, as we always say, horny for the thrill.
Yeah, horny for danger.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I don't think I could ever bring myself to do it.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I love roller coasters,
Oh yeah, me
theme
too.
park rides, but
Yeah. So you're open to like adventurous things, but
I
within
do like
reason.
it. Yeah, within reason. You wouldn't see me jumping out of a plane anytime soon.
Yeah.
within lawsuit. Because like if you're in a roller coaster and you have like a roller coaster injury, you won't die from it. You can live a normal life and get a good settlement.
Yeah.
But if you're skydiving and you
Listen.
splat, you're dead. You can't even get a good settlement.
Yeah, shit goes wrong, it goes wrong. You don't
Yeah.
even got a chance of being an amputee.
Like, I think my fear would be like the parachute not working.
Yeah.
You know?
And that shit happens.
Well, funny you guys should say that.
Oh, great.
Are you ready?
Where are you taking us?
I'm gonna take you on a motherfucking skydiving adventure, bitch. Oh my God.
Wow.
All right. Well, I can do it like in my mind.
All right.
And around this table, but I won't physically do it.
Skydiving. All right. So today we're going to talk about the story of a woman by the name of Els van Doren. Now, Van Doren was known to be a very experienced skydiver. So when she died after both her primary and reserve parachutes failed to deploy,
Oh, shit.
it was a big shock to everyone, to say the
Can you
least.
repeat her name, please?
Els van Doren.
Els van Doren.
Yeah. And she's going to be referenced as Van Doren in most of this episode.
Okay.
All right.
I love how we said that in unison.
Okay. It seemed like
Okay.
That means they're excited.
It is.
I love it.
We're horny for the Van Doren.
Horny for the Van
horny for parachutes.
Horny for parachutes and Van Dorenis. Yeah. The 37-year-old mother of two worked with her husband, Jean de Wilde, in the family jewelry store that they had. weekend she spent at the Zwartberg Parachute Club to enjoy
we
her
just-
passion.
Can I just ask, where does
Yeah.
this story take place?
Is it like Germany?
Is it Switzerland?
I think it's
Is
the
it-
Netherlands.
Okay, so it's somewhere
Norway.
like some Scandinavian.
Scandies.
I just, before we started,
Yeah.
you started throwing these names out
These
there.
names that
so
are
let
very,
me
yeah.
just, okay.
Yeah. So now you're probably thinking that freak accidents do happen, which they do, but you know, this is Bizarre Buffet, so we're keeping it more bizarre for you.
On a buffet platter.
Absolutely. Now, I'm not sure if this video can be found anywhere on the internet, but the dive was captured by a video camera mounted on Van der Reen's helmet. Van der Reen dropped from a height of over 2 miles, 3.2 kilometers, landing in a garden in the town of Oplagbeek. Oplagbeek.
I think she probably like landed in an IKEA.
Yeah, probably. I think she
Yeah.
landed in one of those cubes that we have.
Oh my God.
Like those black IKEA cubes.
That you
Oh,
can't
yeah.
get rid of on Facebook.
Oh my god. After she landed in Oplagbeek, police later established that the cords of the parachute had been cut. Now,
So-
cords don't cut themselves.
No, they don't.
As we know.
Was it her husband?
Well, you're just going to have to wait to find out.
He does this all the
I know,
time to us.
every single time.
Every single
Well,
time.
the question being now, who cut these fucking cords? And we're going to find out right now.
Okay, great.
So
Yay.
we're going to circle back in a minute, but for the time being, I'm going to escort you all into a bizarre love triangle.
Oh, new
Oh,
order.
okay.
Oh
I
my
think I see where this is
God.
going.
I'm so horny for it. Unbeknownst to many, including Van der Reen, the victim, Van der Reen was tangled in a little bit of a love web to the extent that even the victim herself had no awareness of it.
So she died not knowing that she was part of this love triangle.
Correct.
Oh dear.
Oh, poor Van der Reen.
And it doesn't include her husband.
What?
Yeah, it gets a little crazy. So there's no husband has wife murdered going on here. That's like completely out of the picture. So her love triangle didn't include her husband.
Okay.
Okay, so who did it include? Was it a woman?
So I'm going to try to break it down
Was
for
she
you.
having an affair?
Was it her and 2 women?
Well, hopefully this will paint a clearer picture for you and everybody listening.
Or her, a man and a woman?
Or her in the plane?
Well, oh my God, or the
Her
parachute.
and the parachute cord that
The parachute was like, if I can't have you, nobody can. So I'm going to try to break this down for everybody watching and listening. Van der Reen, the victim, she was married to Jean de Wilde, her husband, that she works at the family jewelry store with.
Correct.
All right? Now, Marcel Summers is Van der Reen, the victim, her longtime lover and fellow club member at the Zwartberg Parachute Club.
Okay.
Okay. And this is a male, correct?
Yes,
I
exactly.
was really hoping there'd be a female involved.
Well, there is.
Oh, okay.
Coming up soon. Finally, Els Klotzman, a friend of Van der Reen and her lover, Marcel Summers. So the 3 people in this triangle are Van der Reen, who's the victim, Marcel Summers, who is her lover,
Who is a male?
who is a male, and then we have Els Klotzman, who is just a friend of the victim.
Who's a
and her
female.
lover. Yes, correct. I'm going to do a quick recap of other things here.
Okay.
Van der Reen, who died in the parachute accident, she was married. She was having an affair outside of her marriage with Marcel Summers, as we said, who she would meet up with on the weekends at the parachute club. Now, Els Klotzman, who we just mentioned as
How
being like the
romantic.
third party.
The friend.
right? Yes, the friend who's a woman. She is simply a friend that Doreen and her lover had made at the parachute club that they all go to. It was just a pretty, like, simple, standard layout here. She was a friend that was made at the parachute
club. Yeah.
Yeah. I know what you're saying, Mark.
They would all like
you.
compare parachutes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cloud memories.
And cords
Right now,
that are snapped.
that are snapped. It's important to note that the victim's real life husband only discovered that his wife was having an affair after her parachute death.
Oh, that sucks because you can't like
Can't
confront
tell her to
her
go
about
fuck
it.
herself.
Yeah.
So now Van
Shove the parachute up your
Shove
ass.
it right up. Shove your cut parachute cords up your asshole.
I mean, I love a good judgment of people, but we don't know why she was cheating.
Oh well, that is a very good point.
Do we find out?
Not to my knowledge.
Oh.
Because, he could have been like abusive.
I mean, yes, that is true.
In theory, not saying he was.
We take it
everyone.
back.
Just trying to slow my roll.
Yeah, I hear you. Van der Reen, Marcel, and Klotzman, the three BFFs who love skydiving, right? The three were friends, but unknown to Van der Reen, Summers, who was her lover, had also began an affair with Klotzman's.
Oh, boy.
The friend. A week before the fatal jump, the three of them spent the night at Summers' home in the Dutch city of Eindhoven.
Okay.
Van der Reen shared Summers' bed, while Klotzman was consigned to the sofa in the front room. Mm-hmm. So Van der Reen's lover, who she's cheating on her husband with, the lover is now cheating on Van der Reen with their friend, Els.
They're both named Els.
They both have, so they're referenced differently because like Els Van der Reen. So when I say Van der Reen, a lot of articles will reference her as Van der Reen because they both have the same first name.
Correct.
Now that you have the more important details, let's head back to the Parachute Club. On November 18, 2006, Van der Reen, an experienced skydiver with 2,300 jumps to her name.
2,300?
Leapt,
That's like a jump a day.
Yeah,
for
I
like
mean,
years.
She leapt out of a Cessna with Klotzman's, Marcel, and another skydiver to perform aerial maneuvers during their fall. Klotzman's, however, said she jumped a fraction too late to join the other three. When the sign was given to open the parachutes, Van der Reen struggled with hers and hurtled toward the ground.
Oh, shit.
The helmet-mounted camera recorded her desperate attempt to release her reserve parachute.
Oh my God.
Now let's move on to the motive to kill.
How scary is that?
That's really fucking scary.
Knowing you're falling and you're trying to get your parachute. What the fuck do you do?
And then when you
nothing.
asked us what we thought about skydiving,
You said something that was very similar to
like my fear would be the parachute not opening.
Yeah.
I know, but imagine that. So not only does your parachute not open, but you're like, oh, thank God I have a reserve parachute, and that shit's broke too. Then you're just like free falling.
Free falling.
Van der Reen. A week before Van der Reen's death, all three stayed at Summers' home with Klotzman's, sleeping in the living room while the other two were in the bedroom. Prosecutors say that during that weekend, Klotzman's could have sabotaged the parachute. While it's unclear as to whether or not Van der Reen had any knowledge of her lover and their mutual friend Klotzman, it's believed that the victim's lover, Marcel, was seeing her on Saturdays and the mutual friend, Klotzman's, on Friday. For sex, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Well,
TGIF.
Yeah.
I would assume that's what they were meeting for.
Yeah, I mean, probably not parachute talk.
Maybe they were comparing the sizes of their parachute.
It's a possibility.
I wonder if they had sex in the sky.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
How romantic.
Skydiving sex. Is that a thing? Do you think anyone has ever had skydiving sex?
I'm sure it's been attempted.
Like sex in the sky?
I
find
feel like
it.
everything's been attempted, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if
Yeah.
go on Reddit.
Yeah.
Find out.
Yeah, where I found this
Skydiver
story.
sex. If anyone knows about people that have had sex in the sky, like in air, not in an airplane.
Not in an airplane.
Yeah, skydiving.
Skydiving.
Yeah,
Please
specifically.
let us know.
Yeah, and we would love to have them on the show.
Thanks.
So let's get into the trial, shall we?
Okay.
So prosecutors say this love triangle led to the high-altitude murder when Els Klotzman sabotaged her friend's parachute in a fit of jealousy as they skydived together, sending her romantic rival plunging to her death in a horrifying fall captured on video. Klotzman sat nervously in front of the mud-caked parachute bag and the helmet that Els Van der Reen wore, as she frantically tried to open the chute before hitting the ground in November of 2006 from a height of 13,000 feet.
Oh, so we found out, Mark, it's 2006.
Yeah,
There you
2006
go.
was the year this happened.
There you go. Klotzman's, a 26-year-old school teacher, denied the murder charge and accusations that she killed her friend to claim the Dutch skydiver Marcel for herself. She said she did not kill her to just be with this lover that they
I call bullshit.
The 68-page indictment read out by the prosecutor, Patrick Moyen, said that there was enough evidence for a murder charge. As a skydiver, she had the knowledge and opportunity to sabotage the parachute, the indictment said. It alleged she made 2 key cuts to Van der Reen's parachute. On top of that, she had a relationship with Marcel, who also had a relationship with the victim, giving the accused a motive to have Marcel for her alone, the indictment said. Chief defense lawyer Vic Van Aerst said prosecutors have nothing but circumstantial allegations. So they were like, you can't really prove this shit, that Miss Klotzmans cut her parachute cords, I guess. Klotzmans became a prime suspect when she attempted suicide hours before she was to make a second statement to police after a month after Van der Reen's murder.
Because she probably was like, they're going to get me.
Yeah, that's what it's assumed for sure. Didn't prove a case for innocence,
right.
I don't think, in their opinion.
Yeah.
While there was nothing other than circumstantial evidence, Klotzmans was charged and arrested in January 2007, then released on bail in 2008. Her trial began on the 24th of September 2010 with jury selection and ended on the 20th of October 2010 with a conviction. Media interest in the trial was so great that a room next to the courthouse had to be used for journalists to follow the proceedings through remote video. After the trial began, Klotzmans, who maintained her innocence, was placed on suicide watch, and on the 22nd of October 2010, Klotzmans was sentenced to 30 years imprisonment. In sentencing her to 30 years rather than life, the judge took her feeble psychological condition as an extenuating circumstance. And that's the story of the parachute murder of Els van der Reen. And I think what makes the story odd is just that while there are other, I'm sure there are many other stories of attempts at this. I know there are a few.
Yeah.
One that was successful and one that was just so odd in the sense of connections. Like there's a husband, there's a lover, there's a friend. The lover's having sex with the friend and her. And there's all this intertwined, all these intertwined elements. And I don't know. Something where you have your parachute and the reserve one cut and like it actually works and someone succeeds at like killing someone that way. Seems fucking crazy, doesn't it?
I just want to know what happened to the poor husband.
Yeah, I do too.
Like, I kind of feel bad for him.
I feel awful for him.
I feel really bad for him that it's like you lose your wife, but then after you lose your wife, you find out that she's been unfaithful to you.
Yeah, I know. What a fucked up story.
Yeah, poor husband.
I know. Poor Jean de Wild.
John de Wild.
Yeah, and they had kids too.
Oh, that makes it even worse.
Right? What do you guys think?
Well, I definitely won't be skydiving.
I definitely won't be skydiving, but I also won't be having an affair.
No.
Yeah, well, both things are probably solid ideas.
Exactly. Just don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't have an affair.
Yeah.
Don't go skydiving.
Yeah.
Just make the world a better place.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
So it's weird because we just recently covered the Julianne Kopeck plane crash story, and she fell from the sky 2 miles and survived.
And survived.
And this one.
And Els van der Reen did not, sadly.
She fell 2 miles.
Yeah.
13,000 feet, 2 miles. So about the same distance as Julianne
Yeah.
Kopeck.
Wow. And that was back in the day when planes were made out of tin cans and gum.
Garbage.
Yeah, really. But I think it's just fascinating that she was like, oh, I'm jumping too late. Have fun. Well, how convenient.
How fucking convenient.
You
Good
know,
job.
good job.
Els.
The killer, I think she's an idiot.
Well, yeah, she
Yeah.
sounds like one, especially that she tried to commit suicide right before her hearing.
Yeah. And aside from that,
So many red flags.
it's like you're killing this woman like because she's sleeping with this guy. Like the real person that should have been killed is the guy that was the 2-timer.
Yes.
He should have been it would have been cooler if the two of them ganged up on him.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but it's like, girl, don't you know he's two-timing you and now you're going to kill somebody and wreck your entire life over a two-timer?
From what I've read, it seems like the lover, the interest, Marcel, had no awareness that she had, or I don't know. It was very kind of mixed up, but I don't think it was known to him that she had a plan to do this. And I mean, at the end of the day, it still is circumstantial. They really had nothing to tie. I mean, it could have been Marcel. Let's get controversial. Could have been. But I mean, you know, I wasn't there for the court hearings, and I just figured I just wanted to share the story with you. So
I enjoyed it.
good.
Yeah.
I'm
I've
glad.
never heard this one before. I really enjoyed
neither.
it.
Good. Well, I'm glad.
Until next time, make sure you follow us on Instagram.
Yeah, absolutely.
Please.
Follow us on Instagram. Give us a like. If you're listening to this episode on iTunes or Spotify, wherever you are, you can watch us on YouTube.
You could.
Subscribe if you'd like.
Yeah.
Ring the bell. Get notifications for when we have new videos. Support us on Patreon, if you will, if you must. If you pay $3 a month, you get lots of deleted content, bloopers. You know, if there's anything that you want to see, let us know.
Yeah, as always.
As always, is that it?
That's it.
That's it.
I'd advise all of you to not jump out of airplanes without checking your parachutes, especially if you have a weird new love interest.
Yeah.
Make sure that those cords are in their proper place, upright position in the sky, baby. With that being said, I am the cut cords to the parachute.
And I'm Els Vandereen.
And I'm Mark Torriello because I'm not going near any parachutes or planes.
Wisest
job.
one here.
Good man.
Good man. That's right. Goodbye, everyone. Content.
Deleted content. Mark Bluestein.
Wow, you weren't kidding. This is impossible.
Right?
Wow. Oh.
You're gonna have to like hold it together.
How did all the 90s people do